Good evening. Welcome to another live stream in the Code Mental channel. I hope you can hear me all right. If not, please let me know in the chat. Anyway, it seems like the sound is working. Last time I did a live stream, I completed the theory of Module 6. Module 6 of a Python course on Kaggle. So in the theory, we learn all about strings and dictionaries, which is the two most fundamental data types that you will work with in Python, besides numbers, obviously. And so this is like one of the crucial models that you need to know if you really want to basically start doing some of the data science course, which will basically heavily rely a lot on strings and dictionaries. So let's get started. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't watched the theory, you still have an opportunity to do so. After this live stream, you can go, I have created a playlist which allows you to see all the different live streams I've done on this Kaggle course, and you can just, yeah, you can learn with me. So, as with any Kaggle course, you get a notebook. This notebook allows you to write Python code, and besides that, in this notebook, you also get some tests. So you can, when you create, for example, when I try to answer one of the exercises, it will check if my resolution works by doing some unit tests on my code. First thing I need to do is run this block of code. So the setup is done. Let's start with the first exercise. See if I'm lucky with the first exercise. And you never know what you get. Let's start with a string lightning round to warm up. What are the lengths of the strings below? For each of the 5 strings below, predict what length would return when passed that string. Use the variable length to record the answer, then run the cell to check whether you were right. I think this one should be easy. Right, so this length looks to me like it's empty string, yeah? So empty string length equal to 0. So I just put that here, 0. And now hopefully, yeah, it's correct. The empty string has 0 length. So no surprises here. And this is just to warm up. Next question, hopefully it's a bit more difficult. So this one is telling me basically the same exercise, but now we have characters inside the string. So let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. Empty spaces also count as a character, which is stated here. Okay, so next one. This is a tricky one because we have a backslash. If you remember, a backslash is used to escape characters. In this case, we want to include an apostrophe because it's an escape character, right? When the Python interpreter runs this, it will replace this with one character, which is this one. So I can't count this character, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 characters. Okay. Even though we use different syntax to create it, the string C is identical to B. In particular, note that the backslash is not part of the string, so it doesn't contribute to the length. Explain just now. Okay, let's see if this one is higher. So I have a string here with 3 with quotes 3 times, 6 times. But if you remember in the previous lesson, this is normally used for creating strings which have multiple lines. So I'm not going to count these characters. So in here I can see 3 characters. However, there's no new line, so I think it should be 3. Yeah. Okay. Simple as that. So I would have used something like, normally it's used for creating characters like this, yeah? So if I have like a poetry or an essay or some long text, I can just create a long string like this without having to do any kind of concatenation or anything like that. Next question. So this is a new line. Right, the new line is a good one because does it count as a character or not? I believe it does. So I'm going to count it as length equal to 1. Yeah? So, correct so far. These are a little bit like trick questions, but once you know the rules, you have no issues whatsoever. Next question. Okay, now we have more difficult questions. There is a saying that data scientists spend 80% of their time cleaning data and 20% of their time complaining about cleaning data. Let's see if you can write a function to help clean US zip code data. Given a string, it should return whether or not that string represents a valid zip code. For our purposes, a valid zip code is any string consisting of exactly 5 digits. Hint: str has a method that will be useful here. Use help str to reveal a list of string methods. Okay, so a zip code not only has 5 digits, right? But also is a number only. So it's not enough to just count the number of characters in a zip code. You also need to check if they are within a range of whether they are numbers or not. So let's see what does help str give us in this case. So we have a definition of the class itself. Contains, add, equality, format, greater or equal, encode, ends with, find, format index is okay. We're almost there. Like, is alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means with alphabet or numbers. Is digit, okay? Yeah, so we have here a method that's useful, is digit. So I can just check if zip code is digit and zip code and length of zip code equal to 5. That will be my return value. That's it. Simple as that. Let's see what the solution, how does it compare to my solution, the solution they have here. No, I don't need to do that one. Okay, similar to mine. No surprises there. I just right. Okay. Hope that made sense. So next question. A researcher has gathered thousands of news articles, but she wants to focus her attention on articles including a specific word. Complete the function below to help her filter her list of articles. Your function should meet the following criteria. Do not include documents where the keyword string shows up as a part of a larger word. For example, if she were looking for the keyword closed, you should not include the string enclosed. She does not want you to distinguish uppercase from lowercase letters. So the phrase close the case would be included when the keyword is closed. Do not let periods or commas affect what is matched. It is closed would be included when the keyword is closed. So this, okay, see, like this is a full stop or the comma shouldn't affect. But you can assume that there are no other types of punctuation. Okay, so we have here 3 conditions. We have 3 conditions and we have to try and meet those 3 conditions. And we have here a definition of method word search, which takes a doc list, which is our document. So did it say it's a list? Okay, so this is a list of documents, like a list of articles. And this is a keyword. So these are, it's an example here of like an article. Of course, they didn't just show the whole article here, they just put the title. So it's easier. You see a full stop here? Okay. So if I'm trying to do this for like a client, I mean, that's how I'm going to do the resolution. I'm not worried so much about, you know, we want to clean data, and the point in data science is to make sure that you get the results, right? You want to clean the data. It's not about making the prettiest code it doesn't matter, right? This is probably going to be some throwaway code that you're going to write to basically get the job done, so you can do further analysis on for example, these articles. Okay, so I'm just going to do based on that. So I think the easiest one to take care of, it mentions here that commas or periods, full stops shouldn't affect the results. So the easiest for me is to basically remove those from all the documents when I do a search, right? So for example, I could do something. So we are dealing with lists, which means they are mutable if I want. Okay, let's do this. So we should return. Let's see. Returns list of the index values into the original list for all documents containing the keyword casino. So it contains the keyword. It replaces that with 0. So 0 is this one. If it was 1, it would return 1. If it was 2, it would return 2, and so on. Okay, so let's do this in doc list result equal to, I'm going to try and use list comprehensions. Article, if article so this would be like if I want to return everything. So how do I get the index from an article? Help. Help list. Index of, I think. Doc list. So, I'm not trying to resolve the exercise, I'm just trying to do my no index. I'm pretty sure actually if you do a list comprehension you should have something. Article, so index for index. So let me just do a small search. Python return index of element in list. Oh, index, okay. Fine. But I wanted something a bit more elegant, but Python list comprehension index. So you see how I search sometimes about Python. Nothing wrong with that. Try and enumerate here. Well, we didn't really talk about this in the series, so if I use this, it's kind of where is it? Enumerate list. But anyway, I can do this in a simple way, which is to basically do this doc list this one. Oh, I see. Sure, it's for X in. Oh, I see. I'm doing the wrong thing. Sorry, print here. That's wrong. Print result using. Okay. And then doc list index. Okay, so now I have the index of each article, right? But I need to add the if statement, right? So if, for example, keyword in article, right? But I think we can do that. Of course, but if I do that, if article, let's say I did article contains keyword, that wouldn't work because it would include, for example, like, you know, it would be a substring and then it would include a word as. Okay. House str. Pretty sure it has contains in it. But ends with count, encode, ends with find. Okay, find. There's a find method here. We have index. Which is the same method as you use in the list. So okay, so let me just do this. Index. Right, this wouldn't work because it would still return any string that contains that word. But I'm getting closer. Substring not found. I don't want this one because it returns a value error. I don't like that one. So another method I can try. Space is title is sub upper, join just lower strip. Partition, replace, find, split, strip, title, translate, upper. So we need to return everything to convert everything to upper or lowercase. But where is the... Anyway, I don't even need to do a contains because what I want to do is, first of all, let's strip we have to remove characters. So subcase, replace. Okay, so there's a replace method. Let's do that first. So doc list cleaned doc list. So for each so I'm going to do another action for article in doc list, and I'm going to do replace, for example, comma with an empty like a blank space. I don't want to remove the caret itself because it could cause issues. Okay. And I can also call this, again, I'm going to call it twice, so for a dot as well. Right. So I'm taking out any commas and I'm taking out any dots. So I have, and then what I can also do is convert everything to lowercase. So I'm calling a chain of methods because I know this replace should return another string, and then you can create a chain of methods. Let's see. Take that. So yeah. Lower. I think it's lower, right? It's lower. No. Lower. Lower. So contains. Okay, that's another option. Yes. So seems like my queen worked. You can see here it has uppercase. Queen doc. What? Not sure what's happening. Complaining. Index is not defined. Okay. So I have managed to get some errors out of the way. Doc. But this is the result of my cleaning. And I am comparing against the wrong way. Return result. keyword equal casino, it should return 0. Okay, because I'm not, I need to go. So I need to try and add something to the statement. Article equal to, so keyword in article. It should allow me to do that. Okay, so I'm doing some progress. So I got 0. So keyword in article means that if keyword is a substring in article, it should work, right? But then the problem with that is that it also works for this one here. If keyword in article is not acceptable, then so what we do? What I can do is split. I would split the article with you know, by default is the empty delimiter. So if keyword in article dot split, that means in this case it would have to be exact match, because article dot split, it would return me a list of strings, and each string would be a word in the article. And then in this case it would only work if it's exact match. Yeah, it works. Right, so this wasn't so easy, but maybe I've complicated. So recap the solution. So what I've done in this, the way I've resolved this, I first stripped out the commas and the dots, as he was saying here. The dots, I mean periods. And then I also made sure that uppercase or lowercase made no difference, so I had to convert everything to lowercase. In fact, yeah, in this case. And then I also made sure that a larger word wouldn't give me wouldn't match, so that's why I had to do a split here. Okay, and it works. Right, so that didn't take too long. We have been here for 40 minutes. So this is the last question. Let's hope it's not too difficult. Now the researcher wants to supply multiple keywords to search for. Complete the function below to help her. You are encouraged to use the word search function you just wrote when implementing this function. Reusing code in this way makes your programs more robust and readable, and it saves typing. So our method here will search for the word in a list of documents. And what they want now is, given a list of keywords, I'm going to just add some safety in this code here. I'm going to put a dot lower so that in case you supply a keyword with an uppercase, it doesn't make a difference. So here, so now this is just the plural of the previous exercise. Basically, instead of just searching for one keyword, we're searching for multiple keywords. So So if I give it a list of keywords, then I want to know for which articles each keyword shows up in. Casino shows up in the first document and the second document. They shows up in the first document. It should be fairly easy. So I can do a list dictionary comprehension. Result equal to key value for key virgule for article for keyword in keywords so first of all I should the previous method was word search. Doc list keyword. Right. So if I do this, I'm going to get a list of list of indexes. Let's see. Let's just do a return result. Okay, anyway, so this would give me a list of indices. It shows here. But I don't want just a list of indices. I want to also have the keyword itself to tell me. So they want you to return so the keyword, and then okay. This will give me a list of lists. Then I have to merge those lists. Doc list equal to word search doc list keyword. I need to go and review the syntax. Dictionary comprehension. Just revise it. Okay, so my understanding, I could just create. Maybe I'm using the wrong. Okay. Okay, the problem with. Okay, I got it. Okay, it's working. So this dictionary comprehension somehow aggregates each keyword. So if, for example, I did a search for keyword, I don't know, casino, right? And it will do it for each article. So casino here, casino here, casino here. Then it aggregates the results and you get. No, that's. So keyword is. Yeah, that's fine. This is correct. Yeah. So just getting confused. Right. So this method returns the list of indexes for a keyword, indices for the keyword, and then you put keyword as a key, and then this has the value of the dictionary, and then you get your dictionary, and it works. So it's done. All right. So I've finally managed to complete this exercise in Python. I have to confess, I kind of struggle a little bit here because I don't use dictionary comprehensions that often. And yeah, here they basically, if you don't, yeah, they made me sweat a little bit. Same here as well. Anyway, I've managed to complete the exercise. Give it a go. If you like this live stream and you want to, yeah, please give a thumbs up to the video. And then if you want to be notified of more videos, please subscribe. I should be doing another video sometime this week. I still have module 7 to go. Yeah, so it should be the last module I need to complete, I think. Yeah, that's the last module. This is going to be a bit more technical and less about data types. Using external libraries, something essential to make your life easy, so you don't have to write code from scratch. Thank you for joining me and see you again soon.